Hello and welcome to another episode of Momento Malum today. Okra is a commercially important vegetable within the tropical and subtropical agriculture systems. This is especially true in India. Most of the okra farms are found in the developing nations of Asia and Africa. Based on the current data, approximately 75% of the okra market is in India, and 12% is in Nigeria. Okra breeding is still developing globally to deal with novel issues, including the creation of different breeding strategies to match new up-and-coming problems. Yellow vein mosaic virus is one such issue that affects the quality and yield of the crop, causing a yield loss between 50 to 94%, and other viruses with similar effects on yield have begun to appear as well. Another major problem is drought. There's a great deal of work in breeding for improved drought tolerance. In the modern era, the focus of okra improvement programs has shifted to developing high-yielding, disease-resistant F1 hybrids. The ICAR organization will compile the data of the domestication, breeding history, and several other features of okra, and here are the results. Okra is mentioned in ancient Sanskrit literature and was known in the Egyptian documents within the 12th century. Okra is introduced to the tropical and subtropical Americas during the post-Columbian era. The origin of okra remains debated. One camp suggests that it originated in Ethiopia and the Upper Nile region of the Sudan. Another camp suggests West Africa as the origin point. And a third group suggests that tropical Asia was the origin point. The putative ancestor of okra, known as the wild Indian okra, is found in Uttar Pradesh in India, suggesting an Indian origin. Another potential ancestor is known as the white wild muskmallow, which has a presence in East Africa, suggesting an northern Egypt or Ethiopia origin. The West African okra is a third potential ancestor, and suggests a origin in West Africa. However, the okra genus is polytypic, with new species being formed through chromosome doubling and hybridization, and these species regularly crossbreed with one another. And this situation has caused a major controversy on its origin. In fact, it's speculated that the original okra may in fact have been a series of hybrids between species, rather than a population derived from a single species. This model is supported by the variation in chromosome numbers in domesticated okra. If you want to donate to my channel, the links are below. If you want to buy my book, you can also find that link in the description box below. Most modern breeding projects in terms of okra focus on high yield, better fruit quality, early and prolonged harvest, shorter plant height with a greater number of nodes, short intermodal length, single stem or with a branching habit, optimum seed setting ability, ease of harvesting, export and processing traits, disease and insect resistance, and tolerance to environmental stresses. Many wild species are used to incorporate such traits into cultivars, and these can be seen on screen right now. To determine the genetic diversity of okra, various groups will use SRAP, SSR, and rapid genetic marker technologies to obtain the data, and has found that the gene pool of okra in its cultivated form is not that different from its wild relatives. The flower structure of okra favors self-pollination, but there's still a chance of outcrossing of up to 10 to 15%, which makes it often a cross-pollinated crop as well. As the self-pollinating breeding system is a predominant breeding system in okra, most breeding methods that apply to self-pollinated crops were utilized for the genetic improvement of this crop. The breeding methods used include plant introduction, pure line selection, intraspecific and interspecific hybridization using back-crossing techniques, heterosis breeding, mutation breeding, and polyploidy breeding. The okra crop is generally damaged by various biotic stresses such as insects, fungi, nematodes, and viruses. But the most prominent threat to its cultivation in India is viruses. Specifically, yellow vein mosaic virus and okra leaf curl virus. The traits used to manage these diseases are single gene traits. This means that these traits break down after 5 to 8 years of use, making it necessary to continually breed new varieties. Genetic engineering has also been employed to enhance okra cultivars. Researchers have successfully created a transgenic okra with increased vitamin A and iron production, as well as transgenic disease-resistant cultivars. These are experimental and have not yet been released. And that about covers everything. Thank you for watching.